All right, guys, I am making lobster bisque for a private dinner party tomorrow night. This is all you're gonna need for the stock. Sorry, little guy. I'm taking off the claws and the tail, and I'm going to be using these bodies, the legs, for the stock, which are gonna get roasted down with all that veg I showed you. Sauteing all the veg with the lobster bodies and herbs. I ended up adding some dried thyme, and I crushed the garlic as well. I also added in the tails and claws, the shells. And after I shucked them, I put all the juice that came out from the shells into the stock as well. And this has been cooking for about 2 hours. I have some sherry and white wine tomato paste. I saved all the veg from the lobster stock, and I'm gonna saute that down with additional garlic and onions. And I have some butter melting in my stock pot for the bisque. Add in your tomato paste once the onions and the veg have softened more. Add the flour, which is essentially creating a roux with the butter that we were sauteing our vegetables in. And let the raw flour taste cook out for an additional minute before we deglaze with our wine. Season with Old Bay, salt and pepper, then deglaze with your sherry and white wine. You can always use a ladle, but this is a big batch. I'm using a quart container. Start slowly adding in your hot lobster stock. Add in my heavy cream, which I actually made into a cornstarch slurry. Blend this in batches to smooth everything out and puree the rest of those vegetables. Test it for salt. And I also like to put a splash of sherry vinegar right in at the end. I feel like it just brings out the sherry flavor and gives a nice little tiny pop of acidity.